All right, let's graph. We're going to start with the center. Easy. It's -1, -2. I see x is first, so if x is first, I know it's going to be horizontal. So therefore I know it opens left and right. Let's find a. A is the square root of the first denominator, so a is going to be 3. B is the square root of the second denominator, so b is going to be 4. C is going to be the square root of a squared, which is 9, plus b squared, which is 16. So that's easy, the square root of 25, so C is 5. All right, so let's graph all that real quick before we do our asymptotes. So our center is at -1, -2. I'm going to put a C there for center, and then I'm going to count. Since this goes left and right, I'm going to draw in my transverse axis. I'm going to draw in my conjugate axis. And I know my transverse axis has all my important stuff on it. It has my vertices and my foci. So my vertices are A units away from the center. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Here's one vertice. 1, 2, 3. Here's another vertice. 5 units is C. So C I use to find the focus. So I'm going to count 5 units to find the focus. So that's right here. And that's right here. So I got the focus, I got the center, I got the vertices. Now I have to actually draw in the hyperbola. To do that, I need to find the asymptotes. So asymptotes are plus or minus, it should be y equals plus or minus the square root of y's denominator. So here's y's denominator, it's 16. The square root of 16 is going to give me 4. The square root of x's denominator is going to give me 3. So there's my asymptote. It's plus or minus 4/3. So I'm going to graph this line. I'm going to graph a positive 4/3, and I'm going to graph a negative 4/3. I'm going to have 2 lines. And you always graph them from the center. So from the center, I'm going to do 4/3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to connect these to get my asymptote. I forgot my ruler, so I'm going to use my handy dandy ID. So there's my positive 4/3 asymptote. Now I have to do my negative 4/3 asymptote. So I'm going to go from the center, I'm going to go down 4 over 3, up 4 over 3. That is my other asymptote. That's my negative. I have to have a positive and negative. Now I can sketch in my hyperbola. It's going to be from the vertices, and it's just going to sketch towards the asymptote. Beautiful. I'm also going to really quickly show you how to put it on your graphing calculator. So to put it on your graphing calculator, you're going to go to Apps. You're going to go to Conics. This one's an hyperbola we're graphing. We can also have done ellipse and parabola. We got to pick which one we have. So we have X first. So number 1 has X first, and it's got a nice little picture for you too. We have to put in our A. Now A is what we found to be 3, so you have to type in 3 for that, 4 for B. Now you're going to do the opposite for the center, H and K, so make sure you type in -1 and -2. Now you're going to hit graph, and you'll have your pretty hyperbola. It's a good way to check. You can't go to your table to get a table of values, so you're really just using this to check.